Hi, and welcome to this video preview of our June-July 2013 issue, run number 264. Once again, we've got 100 pages of great reading inside this issue, so here we go. Some 76 years ago, the Lionel Corporation took a bold step forward by introducing their first true 1/48 scale model for the three-rail O-gauge hobbyist. That, of course, was the firm's model of the iconic New York Central 464 Hudson locomotive. OGR Editor-in-Chief Alan Miller devotes his column in this issue to describing how the scale evolution, or what might even be considered a revolution, impacted his own approach to O-gauge modeling. Smoke Signals in Run 264 has been expanded into a special Father's Day gift guide that includes 25 items ranging from affordable accessories and rolling stock through high-end limited-run locomotives. There's something in those products to suit every gift-giver's budget. And don't forget OGR's own made-in-the-USA Ameritown building kits for that special gift on Dad's special day. Ed Boyle offered to loan OGR Associate Editor George Brown a new Lionel Legacy EMD GP35 locomotive so George could put it through its paces and conduct a thorough product review. The result is a review that anyone considering the purchase of this handsome model that's fitted with the latest in Lionel Legacy and Odyssey 2 electronics will certainly want to read. And even though George reviewed a GP35 adorned in striking Erie Lackawanna livery, this nicely detailed locomotive is also currently available in 7 other road names. This is a fine and smooth-running model worth considering for those wonderful rail sounds alone. Also in this issue, George continues his detailed examination of Lionel's new ZWL transformer that he started in our last issue. Part 2 takes a look inside the ZWL and provides a detailed review of the transformer's performance. If you're among the many who are considering adding the ZWL as the primary power source for your layout, you'll definitely want to review George's findings and see what this 28-pound powerhouse can do for you. Jim McIntosh first began building his three-rail O-gauge empire in 1999 as a 24 by 24 foot layout. But a few years later he decided that this just wasn't big enough to satisfy him. He solved that problem by adding an extension to the second story of his garage, and today the layout measures 40 by 28 feet. But it also took the help of a few friends to make Jim's multi-level creation the true empire that it is today. You'll see the results of their superb modeling in an expanded 13-page layout feature. We spared the words on this one and focused instead on the images that our own Jim Barrett provided. When you see this feature, you'll understand why. Best of all, you'll also see the full extent of Jim's empire featured in an upcoming OGR Great Layout Adventures DVD. Don McQuaig is a Milwaukee Road fan, and a layout built by any true-blooded Milwaukee Road fan might like to include some stretches of trackage with catenary. In this how-to article, Don demonstrates step-by-step an easy way to construct catenary that can be erected simply for cosmetic effect or made fully functional. The method Don uses involves simple, affordable, and easy-to-find materials, and the results speak for themselves. Randy Bybum has created what is indeed a picture postcard narrow-gauge layout, and he did it in a space measuring only 5 feet wide and 4.5 feet deep. He wanted something big enough to have plenty of action and a number of interesting features, but small enough to fit in the back of his Jeep in the event that he wanted to display it at a train show. Randy settled on an ON30 layout, trains that are O scale but which run on HO scale track. This feature will show you just how much creativity and fun can be packed into a small layout that can fit just about anywhere. Elliot Scher, a regular contributor to OGR, needed to create an access road and a large parking area to serve his recently installed Munoz station. In this how-to article, Elliott describes the steps he took using Gator foam board to handle the paving work. The goal was to use simple materials and methods to attain a convincing result. And when you take a good look at the finished product here, we're confident you'll agree he achieved his objective. In Collector's Gallery for Run 264, Ed Boyle discusses the recently released and very attractive New York Central Lakeshore Limited tin plate passenger set, developed exclusively for members of the Lionel Collectors Club of America. This set is a true beauty, with a shining black streamlined Commodore Vanderbilt locomotive and a consist of 3 passenger cars, resplendent in distinctive fire mist metallic red livery with fire mist red and black roofs. Ed tells you about and shows you every fine detail of this highly collectible set. Is there a haunted power station on Steve Fetter Place's Staten Island rapid transit layout? Well, local residents sure think so, and Steve has spun a fun-filled yarn to illustrate what's going on here. This is another in our continuing Rail Tales series, which encourages you to develop a fictional account of some event that occurred on your railroad and to illustrate the event with a series of 4 or 5 start-to-finish photos. Jim Barrett's Backshop will be a 2-parter devoted to a leading figure in the O-Gauge aftermarket world, Steve Brunison and his popular O-Gauge line of Ross custom switches, bridges, and superbly performing turntables. In Part 1, Jim recounts Steve's introduction to the O-Gauge hobby, his early working life, and his entry into the world of O-Gauge manufacturing. Part 2 of the series, to appear in Run 265, will deal with the development and manufacturing of the top quality items produced by RCS. Stay tuned! In his Helper Engine column, Associate Editor George Brown guides us through his association with and fondness for Lionel's continually evolving and often underrated 9600 series of high-cube boxcars. George notes that with the possible exception of a couple of examples, these cars may be about as rare as dirt from a collecting perspective, but they nevertheless make for a fun and colorful collection of rolling stock, because they're not among the highly desired collectibles, and they're very affordable and easy to find. All this and a whole lot more is between the covers of Run 264, our June-July 2013 issue. We invite you to see for yourself why O-Gauge Railroading Magazine is the premier publication for O-Gauge hobbyists worldwide. Well, there you have it, 100 pages of great reading in this June-July issue. Now, if you're not a member of the O-Gauge Railroading family, we'd love to welcome you aboard. Just click the video link below this window and you'll be taken right to our web store where you can subscribe to either our print or our digital edition. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a few weeks to tell you what's coming in Run 265, our August-September 2013 issue. I'll see you then.